website for I Am Woman?
IamWomanConference.com.
All right, that's the way we can start. Welcome, welcome. If you are joining us live, hey, say hello in the chat. If you're watching the replay, baby, buckle up because it's going down. I am Sharia. I am so honored to host a really powerful, quick, and this say I'm not hosting nothing. I'm just catching up with one of my favorite people on the planet, Sylvia High. If you read in the title of this, it says from overwhelmed and underpaid to wealthy and I don't remember the other and free. Free.
Free. And freedom ain't free.
Listen, freedom ain't free, but I don't know if you've ever experiencing somebody and you don't know what it is they got going on, but you want some of it. And when I met the woman you're looking at right now, I said, I don't know what's going on. And I didn't know I wasn't free, and I didn't know I was really feeling weighed down by the world until I got lighter, and then I could tell how much I've been carrying. And so I'm not gonna belabor this because I'm just one of millions of women who can proudly say my life has been changed because of the woman you're looking at. Her name is
Oh, wow.
Sylvia High. She is a master at the highest level life coach, and
Mm.
she just on this planet changing the lives of so many people. I can very clearly tell y'all I went from underpaid in corporate to running a successful six-figure business that I have a good time doing. I had golf lessons on Saturday, y'all. That would not have been possible had I not met this woman and had I not
Mm.
sat under her as my coach and had I not attended for the last 8 years she has hosted the I Am Woman conference. It's happening this weekend. I see Jennifer, Rhonda, so many of you in the chat. Make sure y'all go to IamWomanConference.com. Join me and some of the incredible women who will be there. But most importantly, you'll get to see this woman, this goddess, this anchor and icon, Sylvia High. Sylvia, how you feeling? It's I Am Woman Week.
You know how I am feeling. I am excited. I am humbled. I am overjoyed. I am in anticipation. Oh my gosh, Sharia. And to think that it's the 8th year and to have the privilege to engage and collaborate with beautiful women all over the world in these rich and deep, life changing conversations. Man, I am excited. I'm waking up early, can hardly go to sleep at night. I'm like the little kid before Christmas, right? I need my mother to threaten me that if you don't close your eyes, you're not going to get your toys on Christmas. So that's how I am today.
I love it. Listen. I know this weekend is a big weekend. You are hosting the I Am Woman conference. It has been incredible. Every time I'll just say, since this is my live, I'm gonna take some liberties and tell you all how y'all friends and family how much this woman and this conference. Every time I've come, Sylvia, I've
Mm.
had a breakthrough for the last 8 years. And I come in the room anytime we talk about it, anytime I see you, I leave different. And anytime I attend this conference, I leave different. So if you are with us live, or even if you're catching the replay, if you know there's a woman in your life who you know she is worthy of that next level, she might be doing amazing, and you know there's so much more for her, tag her in this and say, I
Mm.
see you, this is for you. Because
Mm.
when I can get emotional. When I met Sylvia in 2000, the first year you did I Am Woman, I met you the year before. So
Yes.
2015, I met you 2014. And
Yes.
when I met Sylvia, y'all, I had been saying I'm working on a book for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So if you've ever been in a season where you've been saying you want to do something and it feels like year after year it's not happening, it might be buying a house, it might be getting married, it might be having children, it might be putting your creations out in the world. If you've had a goal that's been a goal for a long time, you might can relate to what it felt like to have been wanting something for 6 years. And I
Wow.
have to tell y'all, after meeting Sylvia and after saying yes to being in trainings with her, I went from 6 years of talking about writing a book to within 6 months of having a book deal with a global book publisher. And now that book is Australia. Now that book is in New Zealand.
Wow, Sharia.
I've never been, this book has been, but it was because I was willing to go sit in some rooms with a powerful coach like the woman you're looking at. So, Sylvia,
Mhm.
talk a little bit about this weekend and what women can expect who show up for the I Am Woman conference.
Life to change, period. Real breakthroughs, manifestation in a tangible way of things that you thought about and been getting ready to and getting ready, and I'm gonna to have a manifest now. It's very intentional. I Am Woman is a very intentional conference, right? And I use conference because it's a universal word that everyone understands, Sharia. But and I humbly say, if you will, it's so much more than a conference. And it started with my own self. I'm a conference goer, a conference speaker. I'm a lover of life. I'm this woman that believes that I am supposed to have every single thing I desire to happen for me here on earth. And I'm a woman that's going to heaven, right? But I believe that you should have as much heaven on earth as possible. And we have to get out of our own way. And I would go to conferences, and because I'm positive, I would leave with something every time. But it would fade really quickly, and I'd be back to my own stuff, right? Old habits that didn't work. And I prayed and I prayed and I complained, actually, and judged. Let me be real. Oh man, God, I need something that's going to really, really, really change my life that will last. And He said, then go do something. And so I went into prayer and really asked God, how do I be used in such a way that I'm a huge interruption and inspiration that have women leave with real tools that will catapult them to the center of what they say they want. And
Mm,
that is really how I Am Woman was
mm.
born.
Well,
Now,
hold
let
on,
me be
let's pause for a second, though. I
okay.
think
Go
I just
ahead.
want to, I'm only interrupting you because it
Keep
would,
interrupting.
it would
You'll have to.
I mean, I'm excited for the women who get to experience you in the I Am Woman conference this weekend, and I am one of them. And I'm also one of the women who've been catapulted by you. And so, in this moment, I just want you to think about, just let your mind flood with all the lives and all the
Mm.
differences and all the businesses that have been created because someone sat in your training, all the speakers, all the books that have been launched. I'm one of those people who, I told y'all, I was talking about writing a book for 6 years before I met her. And by showing up and saying yes to being in trainings with her, within 6 months I had a book deal. Something
Mm.
changed, right? And you catapult it, and you do that for so many women. So in this moment, I just want you to take a second and think about and share with us, like, let it flood. What are some of your favorite moments of saying, I know that I was an interruption in someone's life and I can't help them catapult to that next season?
Yeah. Well, you would be one. You would be one. You were already brilliant. We know that.
I'm
Doing
not even
great things.
fishing for me. I want you to talk about some of the
I'm going to start with you because it's right there in front of my face, right? And how does life get bigger than being a senior editor for Essence Magazine? And for you to understand that while you're very grateful for that incredible privilege and honor, that you were even bigger than that. And to leave those golden handcuffs and to have a front row seat to watch you do that, publish the book, leave, and now you have Shine Army and so much more. And now you're touching thousands and millions of women. So that's humbling to me because when I say I have touched millions, all I got to do is look at what you've done. And that moves me deeply. I just was talking to another woman today, this morning, and I'm just, I'm on 1,000 right now. And her name is Sandy Bryant. Again, 2 master's degrees when I met her, but she was goner, she was goner, she was goner. And she only got to go to one day of I Am Woman. She came back the next year. She had for years wanted to do her not-for-profit Girls That Just Want to Have Fun. She left that conference. The next year, she had already had that conference after 10 years of saying she was gonna and had over hundreds of women show up. She's now been promoted to deputy director in the city of New York, and bought her second home, about to buy her third. All of this was in the dream state. And so that's another woman that comes up. A lot of people know my really, really, really good friend, Tanisha Jackson Warner. Y'all all know she was, under 40, a knowledge for this, that, and the other. Cans, just the biggest and the best in what she do. But got a relationship with her father that she had never had before. And I can just go down the line. My very own niece sat in one of my workshops called the Supercharge, and she spoke at I Am Woman, and she's in the real estate business. And she said, I want to have 1,000 doors that we manage under my company. At that time, Sharia, she had maybe 200, and she's knocking at the door of 1,000. She's at 800 plus doors, right? And then so that's the external stuff. But the thing that I most see is you owning who you are from the perspective as close as we can get to who God says you are. That's
Mm,
really what I'm up to. And, my second book is the I Am Woman Devotional for Elevated Living. And when we can get beyond, not like conceptual, not like just feelings, but literally, we are one with the great I am that I am, the greatest creator on the earth. That is the source that we come from, and live and operate from that place. Wow, 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 wow. So that's what keeps me humble. And I have to say, just very candidly, when I read the stuff that I've written, I go, whoa, I'm so impressed. Because I know I didn't write it, it was written through me. And I'm very humbled to be used in this way. And I take it very seriously. I never believe in being on automatic. We're not just doing the eighth year for the eighth year. I go to the throne and say, okay, God, what are we going to do this year with the women? What's needed in this season? The first word he gave me was breathe. Have them breathe, right? The next was inspire. We need new inspiration, right? Oh my God. Another one is nurture. Nurture. Let's nurture each other. Of course, discover, and absolutely breakthrough, and move with urgency, so we're manifesting our dreams now. So
mm,
that's the sense of it. Another question I ask every year: who is the I Am Woman woman? And there's so many adjectives: powerful, integrative, creative, life changers. They're all of that. But at the heart, if I was to define the I Am Woman, she's big hearted, she's big minded, and she's big spirited, right?
mm,
And she's a contributor. She
mm,
knows that the world is not the same if it
mm.
doesn't receive her gifts. So,
Oh, okay, okay, okay. First, thanks everybody. I see so many great comments. So many people have joined us from LinkedIn to Facebook. Hey, Aaliyah, Janae, Olivia, Olivier. So many of you, Rhonda. Hello, hello. And uh, I love that Aaliyah asked the important question. She's like, interested. How much is the conference? So give us a little of the logistics of it. But before you give it, I'm gonna just say it's not what it should be priced, because
I
I
know.
paid thousands of dollars just from sitting under you. Every time any dollar I've ever spent, I've made it back, y'all, at least tenfold. But go ahead
Mm.
and give us the details for this weekend. And it's iamwomanconference.com. The link, you see it there. So y'all can go ahead and visit the site and grab your tickets as we're talking. But talk about, the logistics of it. How much? What's
Oh,
the time
great.
frame?
Yeah, so it's very nominal, really, for real, for real. It's only 100 and I believe $99, something like that. They'll be able to see it on the site.
Like less than most of y'all handbags. I be
Yeah,
seeing y'all. I see you.
girl, less than a hairdo, less than these braids I got, right? Less than these braids. Come on, like in a blink.
It'll
And
last longer than even your favorite bag. You get more wear out of a weekend with Sylvia.
way, 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 way,
And
way.
I
Yeah,
promise you. So that's the details. It's happening this Saturday and Sunday, November.
5th and 6th. And we got both coasts and other parts of the globe. But if I could just get people to get clear about the East Coast and the West Coast time, then everybody else seemed to figure it out. So here in the Pacific Standard Time is 8 to 3, 8 to 3, and then that means on your coast is 11 to 6. Yeah, it is. Listen, and you know what? So many people are like, oh, well, we're gonna wait till you go live, which is the good news. Next year, I Am Woman 2023,
Don't wait
believe
till
will
that's
be
in person because I've had just as many breakthroughs in the virtual as
in
I
the
have.
virtual. That's what I'm getting to. Most people think that when they hear it, oh God, I'm Zoom exhausted. Honey, that's not how we roll.
Zoom.
It's not Zoom. Please hear me. It's interactive. It's meditation. It's dancing. It's journaling. It's live coaching from master coaches. It's breakout rooms. It's real conversation. And God did tell me, slow it down. So we're going slow so that women can really have dialogue and feed and lift each other up, and then have a lot of one-on-one coaching with me and a lot of other masters like yourself. So it's a game changer. I think women need to, what a better way to jumpstart your new year and to end extremely strong at the rest of 2022. From Obama, Miss Michelle Obama, becoming, emerging is a journey. And let's get intentional about what we're emerging to and what we're committed to emerging from. And Sharia, that won't automatically happen in terms of you emerging to the destination you want to emerge to. We emerge to a lot of places, but it's not us driving it. We just end up kind of where the world takes us. And it's so much more I could say. I'll say this: every business has to have the infrastructure to match their goals, right? To reach what they want. And you and I, as human beings, as women, we need our infrastructure, our personal internal infrastructure, starting there to match what we want to see externally. So it's a both and. So we're going to work from the inside out and then talk about the things that you need externally in terms of infrastructure to have your life be more than you can dream, think, or imagine. Even if it's already great, what's next? Where you're emerging to? What do you want to emerge from? And we're here to support you in doing that.
Yeah, and I think if there ever were a time to talk about emergent, I know for everyone, these last 2 years have not been easy on any of us. Really, we're getting headed to 3 years. Can't believe it's almost 2023, and so this decade has rocked the planet as we know it, our world as we know it. So it's so much to come out of, and there's so much that you have been such an instrumental part of my life and the woman I am now. I often say if you haven't talked to me really in the last year, you haven't met me, because that's how
Wow.
I've been growing. But really being in rooms like an I Am Woman conference have been the catalyst for me to really Sylvia has another training called Supercharge. So also I want to say, I'm sure for some people who are watching or you may catch the replay, you might say, oh, I might not be able to join this weekend. That's fine. Then we also just want you to head on over to the Aiming High website, follow Sylvia High so that you can just be in the community, because being in this community is around people who are already impactful, and who are ready for that next level. And sometimes we can feel like the forgotten ones, because when you're looking at someone who's made it and you've arrived, people don't always see that there's so much more to you, that there's another level for you. And so what I
Yes.
Sylvia as a coach and as my coach, and what I love about this community is that no matter how far you've already come, there's still so much further for you to go. And so is a space that pushes you to that next, to say you've been doing phenomenal, what next? And not just the external results, but who do you want to be inside of that success? So it's not just emerging with professional results, but what does it look like for your whole life to emerge and to go to that next level?
So key, Sharia, so key. I love when you say that. I was that person that was in betwixt, right? I was no longer like, didn't have a clue. I had a fair amount of success already. And I was like, well, what's for me? Where's my piece, right? I still want more, right? And I often say it's not so much now as a joke, but it started out kind of as a joke because all of the women that I coach, they do this. They go past me so fast, from wanting one thing to becoming a multimillionaire to having a baby but that peace, the wholeness. I'm not about, I think we focus too much on accumulations and achievements. They're very important, but, and I shall say, who's doing it? Who are you being? Are you stressed out? Are you doing it from a place of peace, joy, groundedness? Are you experiencing your life, or are you just going through your life, right? And so we help us to slow down so that you can experience the fruits of your labor and not just have the fruits and miss the whole daggone journey. That's the point, right? But the quality of the journey is what I know that's what I'm up to on the planet. It's the quality of the journey. I posted something at Steve Harvey yesterday. It was a Facebook something that I was online, and there he was, and it was really him, all dressed up, and you know how he can dress and all of that, right? And it was a Maze song, and he was just dancing. Go look at my Facebook Live, and it was that traditional "Before You Let Me Go" Maze song, and this brother was partying so hard. And I said, let's not let Steve have all the fun. But the example of what he is when you're doing what you love and you're good with who you are, right? While you're doing what you love, girl, that's a freedom that you can't even describe. And I said, let's get there. And that's when you said you saw the freedom. That's when you came up to me and you didn't know the word. You said, whatever you got, I want it. And the word I would offer you was freedom. And we get to do that.
Absolutely. I love that. And I just want to, it's funny, I can see the title of this as we talking, and overworked and underpaid to wealthy and free. It wasn't about a job, right? It wasn't about a job change, right? Because in order for you for you to be overworked as a personal decision, it's actually not the job, because
Yeah.
everything that we're experiencing, we created. So sometimes we think, oh, if I just get to another job, or if I just get another man or woman, but it's like whatever I believe about myself is how I'm showing up in these relationships. And
That's
so
correct.
before my behavior could change, and my belief about myself. And so you're just looking at a woman who helped me build bigger, bolder beliefs about who I am on the planet. And then I started my behavior started to change to match what I believed about God, what I believed about myself, and what I
Yes.
believed was possible on this planet. And so I just wanted to make that clarification. So if someone said, oh, did she help you get a new job? No, she helped me find the queen in me that says, I'm not leaving my house hungry. I have
Mm-hmm.
within me everything I need to create the life.
Oh God, that's so beautiful. So let's end like this, because oh yeah, I'm in this entrepreneurship certification program. It started about
You
eight
got
minutes
boss
ago.
moves.
So
You got to move.
I gotta jump. So let's end this. So 4 words from you, Sharia. I am.
I am.
You
Oh, I'm
fill
supposed
in.
to give the second two.
Yeah, you do all of your I ams. Do 4 of them.
Oh, two. Oh, thank you. I am present. I am bold. I am lovable. I am love. This one is I am going to be at the I Am Woman conference this weekend, and you should be too.
All right, I'm gonna do mine. I am magnificent. I am infinite. I am unstoppable. I am love, and I am emerging. And I too will be at the I Am Woman conference this weekend, November 5th and 6th. Don't forget to register, Sharia has said, at the IamWomanConference.com. It is more than a conference. Please know it's not a Zoom, honey. You're going to dance, you're going to pray, you're going to journal, you're going to meditate, you're going to break through, you're going to have conversations with other women. It's highly interactive. It is absolutely one of a kind. I love you, Sharia. Thank you
I
for
love
having this moment and standing for the
you.
vision and always being a yes for me and to me. I so grateful. Thank
Me
you.
too. I'm so grateful. For anyone watching, feel free to be sure to follow Sylvia High. She's tagged. Be sure to, if you want to know more about this conference or anything else she's had, feel free to send me a message directly. I'll make sure that you know everything that you didn't find out. But again, go to IamWomanConference.com and get all the information. Share this with a woman you love, and know that it only takes you're only one conversation, one decision away from your next incredible level, from your satisfaction, from your peace, and from everything your heart desires. So yeah, let's give love to Sylvia High. Thank you so much for sharing your
Thank you.
journey.
All
And we will
right,
see you
all the
at
beautiful ladies.
the conference.
See
All right.
y'all there. Love you, Sharia.
Love you
Thank
too.
you.